Okay, so we're going to work through lock flow, okay, because realizing in our system that we teach, first of all, there's no way that I can just put a lock on somebody, all right, because obviously if I do that, he's going to punch me out right here, all right. So the thing is that you can't just walk up and immediately put on someone. So generally, we're going to upset the balance so that I can get him into different locks, or he's going to be throwing off a punch, like that, so I can go into my lock flow from that. We have a lock flow because if one fails like that, if it doesn't work, then I immediately can go to something else. Okay, and obviously you can go to throws and takedowns from here also. Okay, so any lock, basically, in a transition, you can counter that. Okay, so if he puts the wrist lock and it's not quite going, he goes to the arm bar like that, at that point, I can counter him, right? He can counter this by just grabbing my hand and pulling it down. So I got to come back and then go into another lock. The whole concept is how do we get into lock flow, okay? So we got a basic system that we teach you, 12, there's more locks, but just 12 ones that you can go so that you can flow. So I'm going to run in order. So the first one's a wrist lock. Now what I want to do when I apply my locks is to use economy of motion. I don't want to create space. Anytime there's space, if I move like that, he can bump my shoulder right here. Like that, he can stop me. I want to create an environment where he can't counter my lock as I move. So as I go here, the first thing that I move is my shoulder right to here. Okay? That puts me in a good position already where I can arm bar up and usually submit him here, right? And then as I move down, I don't want to go like this. I want to just roll my shoulder. Okay? So you're going to work on economy of motion of how you apply your locks. Okay? So here's the basic lock flow. Wrist lock. Okay? Notice how I come right here with my shoulder. I bump. Arm bar up. Okay? I keep this here first rather than putting my arm up. If I just go like this, he's going to grab my arm immediately. Right? But if I use my shoulder, then I've already got the lock by the time he goes. So arm bar up. If that fails, arm bar down. Okay? I'm now going to move my body so I'm more square here so I can go to the shoulder lock. Okay? So that's your first 4. Okay? Wrist lock. Arm bar up, arm bar down, shoulder lock. Okay? This is just a flow because any one of these points, I can go wrist lock and already showed you a counter. He can punch the elbow. Elbow, yes. You see, I go to here, and he pulls my arm, right? And I came maybe in the shoulder lock. He lifts up, bang, and he bumps me up. Okay? Then I have to go back down. So you can learn to flow and use any lock from anywhere, right?
Sir.
Okay, so the first 4 again. Wrist, arm bar up, arm bar down. Notice how I readjust my position. Shoulder. Okay? Then I push down, I slap right in here, and I'm going to bring him into a come along. Okay? So I keep it here. 1. Okay, you can hold it this way, or over here, this way. Okay? So, number 1, arm bar up. Number 2, arm bar down, shoulder lock. See how I pull it down here, and I keep it tight to my body. I don't want to create space. If I go like this, I get that elbow right here. Okay? So, by me going from the shoulder lock like this and shoving down and putting it right here, he doesn't have that time to counter. Okay? So I go to here. This next one, gooseneck, I call it the bong lock because it's like bong style. So you come up here, grab the fingers, point this down so to keep this elbow up, come right down here. Okay? So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I'm going to come right down to center. Notice how I move to a center right here like this. Okay, let's do it at a different angle. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I move out 6. Okay, okay, so number 1, arm bar up, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, I'm at number 6. Okay?
Sure.
Alright, so we're going to just start with the first 6, and then I'm going to show you the whole set though. You're going to move over here, okay? What did I call this one?
90 degree.
Yeah, 90 degree torque. Okay, it's a 90 degree, and we just take his wrist and twist it like that. Okay? So let's take it from 6, right? 6. We're at 7. I keep my elbow in here so he can't get out, and just twist it. That's number what? 8, right? So then I come over here. Right here I have a shoulder lock right here, reverse shoulder lock, and then I have a wrist lock here. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, okay? We figure 4, 10, okay? Then I shelf it, 11, and then I come into arm wrestling lock, number 12. Okay, that's the way I showed you? I changed it a couple times to make sure I showed you the way I showed him. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put your hand in here, go to figure 4, 10. Bring this hand, 11, and come over here to arm wrestling lock, number 12. Okay, then you can just start picking it up and then do the same thing on the other side. Okay, I want you to just work 1 through 4. Work for that. We're going to break. I'll have you go through 5, and then you'll just study what's on the video.